Hey there, I am Foodel, and welcome back to the storage facility, and today, I have officially given up. Yes, I know. It's crazy. It only took me 15 of these things before I finally threw in the towel. But what exactly do I mean by that? Well, every single video on this channel, I always try to make sure that everything mentioned in said video actually relates in some way, shape, or form. Today, we're just blatantly not doing that. Basically, I just have a lot of stuff sitting around on my mail table that really, on its own, won't do well for videos. So I'm just gonna throw it all together, and we're gonna call it a series called the Storage Facility Cleanout. I also don't think I've ever actually fully shown off the mail table, so here's a picture of it from a couple of months ago. I think this was right before I did the FNaF mystery mini video, and so it's about halfway empty now, but it's still a lot of packages to get through, so that's why I keep talking about, oh, the mail table, because it literally is just a giant wall of packages in my freaking bedroom that I want to get rid of. I'm also currently playing a game of package roulette because there is just so much stuff over there. Okay, so I am 98% sure this is everything I'm covering today. This might not be what I think it is. I really hope it is, though. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what is sure to be an absolutely fascinating experience. Before we get into anything too terribly crazy that, I want to spend a decent bit of time with, though, here is something that I've had for literal months. I think I ordered this the same time I got those mystery minis. So in here is a collector guide for a now defunct franchise called Moshi Monsters. It's trying to come back, but it was kind of my childhood growing up. I collected a lot of those, little minifigures and whatnot, and they don't make them anymore, but you can still find, some sealed bags and, mystery stuff on certain websites. I was going to get a bunch of them, and this was going to be part of it, but after realizing just how expensive that would be, I decided, you know what, we're not going to do that, but I don't want to just leave this book sitting here unopened, so we're going to do that. Alright. And here it is, the official collector's guide, and it comes with an exclusive little cretin there. So I go ahead and open it up. As you can see, it's been a cretin that they have already taken out, but hey, at least it's in here. Just went flying across my bedroom. But here she is. It's just a tiny little miniature figure of, this is a character named Gabby. And yeah, this was made back in 2011. So this is an older little brand of thing. And then yeah, as we just look through this book here, there's just a whole lot of creatures. Every character has their own page. That's kind of crazy. There really isn't too much to say about a book. What I am gonna go ahead and do is I actually have a giant collection of little creatures from this set already. I'm gonna pull them out and I'm gonna go ahead and check this off, and we're gonna see just how many I have. So here is my box of miscellaneous things. This is gonna end poorly. As you can see, there's clearly more than just what I'm actually after in here, so bear with me just a moment. Shout out to this little Weedle figure I have. Okay, so this is the array thus far. I don't even think this is all of them, but this is the most I'm working with right now. So bear with me here. We're gonna go through here and see what we got.
20 minutes later.
But that was the obligatory, I just have something sitting on my mail table and want it gone section. The rest of things are actually things that I feel like fit the channel. Anyway, next thing we're gonna start off with is actually kind of another addition to a video I already did. So I made a video on the Regretevator makeshift plushies a little bit ago, and something that actually was going on was there was more plushies already kind of on their way. The issue is that they weren't arriving yet, but I got them now, so we're gonna open them up here instead. There should be two little things in here, at least I'd hope. Oh, dude, wait, this is awesome. They come in tiny little Regretevator makeshift bags. That's funny. This just feels like a ball. Okay, so the first thing we're opening is this one, the ball. And this is, come out. This is Pest. in a really rotund format. It also is like a very high quality keychain, but the plush itself immediately, like 80% printing bow. It was 15 bucks though, so like the budget went here, I can tell. It's just so funny. It's just like mini version. He's so bulbous. Why'd they make him like a ball like this? I don't understand. He's a little cheap looking. He's very small. I guess he was priced accordingly. Personally, I think 8 bucks would have been worth it, but we don't live in those times anymore. And then as for our second little goober of the day, oh, this one's a lot better. This is Party Noob, which looks a lot better, probably because there's less printing. Like the hat's heavily printed, like there's actually like an embroidered face and comically small little body. But there he is, the little boy himself, but definitely much better. Again, I feel like these should be priced around the 8 buck mark, but they're 15 instead, which I guess since they're like a premium make to order thing, there's like up charges because you're not doing it in bulk, but still. They're cute, they're quirky, but they're a little cheap. You can kind of tell these are lesser quality products for makeshift. Also, something really funny that I found just while I was editing this video actually, is I went and I opened up my email for something, and at the very top it says, hey, you have a package expected tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, okay, what is it? Yeah, I think they're a little late on that one. Okay, so this might not be what I think it is, but basically there is a song out there. It is by Flavor Folly. I think I said that right, maybe, possibly. They made a song, and it features the synthesizer... Oh my god, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. The name's Butcher's Vanities now. Yep, the character is now named Butcher's Vanity. That's the name now. So we have the Butcher's Vanity plushie here. At least that's what it's supposed to be, but I might open this up. There's not gonna be a makeshift bag. Oh, thank god there is. I remember I was leaving the house to go run an errand, and then this just kind of like showed up on the front porch, so we were just like out of town with the thing like casually in the back. But here she is. It's the creature. I have several questions. I'm not sure what the deal with this is. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. If it's intentional, then my bad. The head is kind of built like Megamind a little bit. I'm gonna be real. I think once you like squish it a little bit more, it'll even out, I'd hope. The colors on her are very good though, and oh my god, her hair is so freaking poofy. The jacket does not extend to the back. It is, okay, buddy. Makeshift just seems like they keep progressively like going down in quality, and every single new plush I get from them, it just kind of adds more to that. I'm gonna have to go look at some product images here to figure out if this is how it's supposed to have turned out or not, because like I don't understand this at all. Why is this a different material? Ooga booga, I'm back with some information. So first up, this is generally just how it's supposed to look. This is just how they decided to do a hair string. I think it looks weird, but alright. Also, that's just part of the character's design. I'm a little ooped. And also, I completely missed it because it fell on the floor the second I opened it. There actually is like a little Velcro pad on her hand for her to hold a cleaver. That is a pretty cool thing, and honestly adds more of this plushie. Why does the shirt not go around to the back? This just, eh. The colors on her are very good though. I do like this a lot. They also are doing a static Miku plushie I saw on their website at some point. I just don't know if it came out already and I missed it. I'll figure that out when I'm editing it. I am actually going insane. I have been looking everywhere online for like the past 15 minutes, and I am now finding nothing but evidence to suggest that that whole thing I just said never happened. It was never there was on the coming soon page. It never existed. I have absolutely zero idea where I got this vivid memory of seeing the silhouette on the makeshift page, but it's just blatantly not there. It just blatantly isn't. I don't understand. I even remember going like, oh, hey, I need to send one of my friends this because they're a huge fan of static, but this just never existed. It just blatantly didn't. How do I have this memory? I have been planted with a false memory. I have been, oh my. Overall, pretty good, but it was not worth like the 40 bucks to get this. So before we conclude today's adventure, there is one other thing that actually didn't come in the mail, but something I wanted to talk about. Here we actually have a fairly interesting thing. This is actually the Halloween Horror Nights exclusive Freddy Fazbear, which I have not yet actually taken it out of the box, but I have had this here for a couple of months now. Yeah, I went to Halloween Horror Nights. It was my first time ever going. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but I was like, I can try to swing it money-wise, which is kind of why there was like a several-month hiatus in between some videos. Please come out. There is just so much tape everywhere. Oh my god. But yeah, like I was saying, Horror Nights was really freaking cool. Like even outside of it, like FNaF. Like honestly, FNaF was really cool just because, you know, I grew up with those characters. It's really cool to see them in person and whatnot. But honestly, like even outside of FNaF, it was just really cool. I have like damaged this limited edition thing so badly. There's a roof off, all right. And there he is. And what the heck is happening? Okay, so he comes with a little base, and it says Halloween Horror Nights 2025, and copyrights and whatnot, and that's honestly a pretty nifty little base. And then, of course, the Freddy Fazbear himself, which for some reason looks like it was based off the Ninoroid design. I don't fully understand why that's the case. There were a few other, like, it's actually part of a set, quote unquote. There were, like, a few other ones that were there. I tried to find them, but I don't know if it was just, like, they had so much different packaging that, like, I couldn't recognize them, but I tried to find them, but I couldn't. I didn't know if they're, like, out or not. But they had, like, the Ghoul from Fallout and Art the Clown from Terrifier as well as little figures like this. I guess it's all like the cutesy little style, and I guess Freddy kind of suits that, but it does like strikingly look like the Ninoroid a lot. I don't know if that was like the inspiration or what the deal was. He is fairly decent high quality though. He's not like the most high quality, but he feels a little more premium than your average Funko Pop, so that's saying something. And the price perfectly reflects that at being just 25 bucks, which I was actually kind of shocked by. I thought it was gonna be a lot more. But no, here he is, and he is beautiful. I really do like that. He has weird buck teeth though. I'm not sure why that happened. Alrighty, and last but not least, if I remembered everything, is this package from Fangamer, which features a couple of Deltarune things. I also don't know why the packaging is so beat up. I did not do that. And then we open it up here, and oh wow, they like, what the heck? There's like 20 things in here. Holy moly. Okay, this is like significantly larger than what I was thinking. But here we have both the Spampton and Tenna plushies. I went ahead and ordered them basically as soon as they came out. Oh dude, and there's like a little like postcard of Off in here. A Banjo-Kazooie Fangamer sticker in there too. They gave me like a little like care package. This is cool. It's just a giant promotional pamphlet of all the stuff they do, but still, it's cool nonetheless. Get a free little piece of like Off artwork. And yeah, like a little Banjo-Kazooie Fangamer sticker. That's fun. I'm not gonna lie, these things were priced extremely heavily, and I was a little worried about that, but these actually look like they might be worth the price. We'll go ahead and open up Spampton G. Spampton here first. Here is bro, the Spamptonator himself. Yeah, these things are massive. He's got like a bit of a wire in his nose, so you don't have to worry about it like bending. Yeah, these things are absolutely freaking massive. I forgot about that. There was like a little zipper here, and I was like, what is this? What could this be? And then, hey, wait, I'm gonna put it up to the microphone. That's really fun. It is just like, you know, a 3D iteration of the character. Got some funny glasses. I'm not gonna lift these up. I remember. I'm pretty sure that you can indeed strip these guys naked. I'm pretty sure that is a feature. This has got the telephone as his little thing. There is a zipper in the back. I assume this is in order to get the batteries out. It feels a little flimsy, but let me just try that out real quick. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna rant for a second. So, this is Fangamer's approach to the freaking, you know, like, getting the batteries in the voice box. That way, you know, he's able to, you know, be changed out. You don't have to limit your usages. Meanwhile, here I have a Showtime Dako plushie from Makeshift that came out quite some time ago, and it also has a voice box in here, but I'm not going to touch this because what they sent me is you pay like 20 bucks extra on this plushie to get a voice box, and it has a limited use period. You can't change the batteries in it. It's literally like a voice box in here, and it says like you can press it about 400 times, and then its batteries will die. So use them sparingly. It's like, what the heck? You made me pay premium for something that has limited uses, and you didn't say that? Like, every time I see, like, a company able to just quickly put a little zipper in the back of their thing with the batteries being changed out, it makes me so mad about this thing. Because, like, I've pressed it, like, 4 times in total, and I'm never gonna press it again, just because I want to be able to, you know, still have it in a somewhat premium condition. And technically, using its voice box that I paid extra for is the part of the issue. It's like, bro. But yeah, Spampton is beautiful. I will say I am worried about that zipper. That does seem like it's a very flimsy little thing, and it's a very, you know, sturdy plush, so. And here is Tenna. These have like no scent coming out. Usually there's that weird like factory scent. He has his little antennas, which also have those little wires in it, as well as his nose with the wire as well. Got a very snazzy, pretty little suit here with like a tie that's a separate piece. No printing at all on any of these things. And he does not have a voice box. I just had to double check because I'd forgotten. The shoes are made of vinyl though. That is annoying. Like in a few years, these shoes are gonna start giving out. But that's okay, because the rest of him is beautiful. It's such a big head, like my hand compared to the head. Like that is crazy. Like these are so much bigger than I thought they were going to be, which makes me say the price was a little justified. I did get these so long ago that I kind of forgotten just how much they were. The main issue was shipping, but that's not really on Fangamer right now, but still, that is part of what you're paying to get these. And with that in mind, I don't think they're worth it, but if they were, you know, their normal price with a normal shipping rate, they totally would be. They are just ever so slightly a little too top heavy in my opinion. Like the body is so flimsy and small that like there's not much that can be done with them, and their heads flail like crazy. I'm also pretty sure they like have like little things inside them. Like I'm pretty sure like from what unless I'm being mass gaslit by the Deltarune community, which is a fairly regular occurrence, there's like little like peepus inside his head that I could tear open and try to find, but I don't want to do that necessarily. This is the only thing I'm pulling back out for the outro. But that is the clean out for today. I'm pretty sure. Again, I'll have to double check and make sure I didn't miss something. But thank you all so much for watching. Sorry this video was really weird. I'm kind of trying to try out a new editing style as well. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. I shall see you all in the next one. Goodbye.